Remember when Elon basically told us all of this was going to happen when he decided he wanted to buy Twitter, when he decided that he was leaning a little more towards conservative candidates, that the hit pieces would ramp up against him? Well, he was exactly right, and the Wall Street Journal just published what can only be described as absolute pure fiction, pure fantasy. And Elon responded in the most perfect way possible. We get into that after a quick word from important channel sponsor, Mech Arena. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Mech Arena. Mech Arena is the perfect game for people who love shooters but don't have time like they used to. Maps are tight and designed for short, intense gameplay. It's a whole lot of game, really fast. The pilots add a whole new depth of strategy and gameplay variety. You can customize your pilot skills to fit your personality, playstyle, and your mechs. One of my favorites is Archangel, just because they look so awesome, and of course, I always love sniping. Mech Arena's got a ton happening this month, kicking things off with an amazing new mech, Orion. This thing's amazing. They've also got Battle Pass Season 8, where you can get your hands on some amazing new skins and a bunch of other goodies. On top of that, they've got special events where you can win a brand new weapon, a super powerful Gravitron beam. Mech Arena's getting huge, and it's completely free to play on Android and iOS right now, and you can use my personal link and get a free starter pack worth 25 bucks, a Firelight skin, a Prodigy crate, and a Plasma Cannon 4 to help kickstart your game. And of course, if you're quick, you can add me to your friends list and we can play some matches together, so don't wait. Use my link in the description or the pinned comment below to try out Mech Arena today. You know, trying out those games helps the channel a lot. I do appreciate you all putting up with the ads. The Wall Street Journal published this. Elon Musk's friendship with Sergey Brin ruptured by alleged affair. Who alleged the affair? I don't know. The mainstream media? Elon Musk engaged in a brief affair last fall with the wife of Sergey Brin, prompting the Google co-founder to file for divorce this year and ending the tech billionaire's long friendship, according to people familiar with the matter. Oh, you didn't say that. You didn't say it was, air quotes, people familiar with the matter. Oh, now it must be true. Their falling out is one of a string of personal issues Mr. Musk has faced, even as he juggles business challenges. Yeah, and also knocking up beautiful women after beautiful women after beautiful woman. He's really struggling out there. Guys built like he's holding a breath, and he's still crushing. Mr. Musk is the richest person in the world with an estimated fortune of $240 billion, and Mr. Brin ranks 8th with $95 billion, according to Bloomberg's Billionaires Index. Brin and Musk among the nation's blah blah blah. Mr. Brin provided Musk with about $500,000 for Tesla during the 2008 financial crisis, when the company was struggling to increase production. In 2015, Mr. Musk gave Brin one of the Tesla's first all-electric sport utility vehicles. In recent months, there's been growing tensions between the two men and their teams, according to people familiar with the matter. Mr. Brin has ordered his financial advisors to sell his personal investments in Mr. Musk's companies. Some of those people said it couldn't be learned how large those investments are, or whether or not there've been any sales. This is in the New York Times. The New York Times. Hearsay. This is 100% hearsay. A lawyer for Mr. Brin declined to comment, and Mr. Musk didn't respond to a request for comment. A spokesperson for Ms. Shanahan, who runs a foundation focused on reproductive justice, also did not respond to requests for comment. So all three of people involved did not respond to comment. Your entire story, again, in the New York Times, the very same people, I believe, who wrote about how eating other people is a good thing right now, your entire story built on hearsay was not even acknowledged by any individual associated with it. 11 hours after this article published online, Mr. Musk tweeted, quote, This is total BS. Sergey and I are friends and we were at a party last night. He added that he'd only seen Miss Shanahan twice in 3 years with other people around and it wasn't romantic. In an interview earlier this month with website Puck, Ms. Shanahan said of the divorce filing, I hope for Sergey and I to move forward with dignity, honesty, and harmony for the sake of our child, and we're both working towards that. So they can't, these people aren't even allowed to like have a normal divorce. And the real reason they wrote this is just so they could try to smear his character. I'm sorry, a guy, the literal richest man on the planet, one of the most popular men on the planet, just crushing in the poon department is not news. It's like the same people who wrote these articles like about Trump back in the day, like, oh man, super rich Trump used to walk around and be and slay, and be promiscuous. I thought it was empowering. It's empowering for liberals to do it. But when men do it, when women do it, it's empowering. I'm sorry. When men do it, it's a scandal. Over the past 2 months, Mr. Musk's personal life has drawn considerable attention from you. Nobody cares. He has company accused of whipping it out for a flight attendant, which also didn't happen. The publication Business Insider, a lie warehouse, reported they had 2 children later that year with a female executive of another company co-founded, Neuralink, and one of his 10 children has publicly disowned him. What? A teenager looking for clout on the internet? New York Times, you better write up a whole article. So this whole article is just talking about hot chicks he's banged. I don't understand it. And here he is, literally partying with Sergey that night. Don't think they're having some kind of fallout. Elon Musk shares picture of himself partying last night with Google founder Sergey Brin as he laughs off Wall Street Journal claim that he hooked up with his wife and said he's been in a bit of a dry spell. Accuses newspaper of running hit pieces to undermine Tesla stock. That's of course what they're doing, by the way. And Tesla stock, about even today, down $3. But if you look at the last 5 days, it's up nearly $100 a share. Elon Musk shared a photograph. The photo shows Musk and Brin partying outdoors with 2 unidentified women. I'm sure they're going to be identified very soon. The fun-loving image was given to the New York Post last night as Musk worked overtime to discredit the journal's claim that he had hooked up with with Shannon and at Art Basel last year, and in the process ruined his friendship with Brin. Musk also tweeted last night that he believes the journal is running hit pieces against him in an effort to undermine Tesla stock. Total BS, he said in the report, adding jokingly that he's been in a bit of a dry spell. Sergey and I are friends, and we were at a party last night. I've only seen Nicole twice in 3 years, both times with many other people around, nothing romantic. The character attacks have reached a new level this year, but the articles are all nothing burgers. I work crazy hours, so there isn't much time for shenanigans. None of the people involved in these alleged wrongdoings were even interviewed, he said in the article. I mean, he's 100% right. He's 100% right. Wall Street Journal has run so many BS hit pieces on me. Oh, it's the Wall Street Journal, not the New York Times. Sorry. It was, whatever the case was. It's terrible. It's embarrassing for them. Not the New York Times. I've lost count. It's embarrassing for them, frankly. They once wrote an article saying the FBI was about to arrest me, so I called the FBI to ask what was up, and they said the Wall Street Journal article was total BS. Just more short seller FUD. The character attacks have reached an all-new level. These articles are nothing burgers, blah, blah, blah. I 100% agree. Wall Street Journal has done this. Wall Street Journal is supposed to have a high standard for journalism, and right now they are sub-tabloid. Wall Street Journal should be running stories that actually matter to the readers and have solid factual basis, not third-party random hearsay, he added. The journal claimed that Musk had a brief fling with Brin's lawyer wife, Nicole Shanahan, at Art Basel, a multi-day event in Miami, December last year. Again, means nothing. So I mean, it's like he's just absolutely just like the dude is untouchable. He's living his best life, and like I mean, the news, these outlets are an absolute joke. He ordered the sale of Musk investments after affair. No evidence. You know the source they use for this? It's literally, dude, trust me, bro. It's literally, dude, trust me, bro. And like all this has been is because, you know, I'm starting to hope, Elon, I'm starting to hope that that Elon does walk away from the Twitter sale. Twitter is an absolute dumpster fire. And like all these articles are literally promoted to you know, get Twitter clicks, because nobody actually interested in news is reading these. Like, you see, Judge, I hereby sentence you to 68 years in prison. Meet, whispers a lawyer. Lawyer, my client has requested that you added 1 additional year. It's funny to see, you know, just how like obviously, blatantly these people, you see, Lamau, Elon Musk gave this picture of himself partying last night with Google founder Sergey Brin to the New York Post, laughing off Wall Street Journal claims. Yes, that was Sergey and me yesterday afternoon. It's hilarious to me. You know, like, yeah, something in common with Tesla Q. He just laughs. Oh, he's got a from the archive. Oh, Elon Musk never had hooked up with AH and Kara Lamau. Absolutely. Is there anything we can do? Tesla owner Silicon Valley says, call them out on it. I guess the Wall Street Journal is supposed to have a higher standard for journalism. Right now, they're sub-tabloid. He's 100% right. And he's reacting to it exactly in the way that he should. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.